Hi, East Texas. Thanks for watching CBS 19 Plus. We're going to talk about some very cold air moving into East Texas as we get closer to Christmas. Might be the coldest Christmas weekend in about 20 years here in East Texas. Of course, you'll remember a couple of years ago, the record-setting cold, but that was in February. But when we're talking about Christmas weekend, this could be some of the coldest air since around 2002 to about 2004. All right, recapping December so far, and today ended up below average, 55 degrees despite all that sunshine. A cool day for sure. Yesterday was 61, just slightly above average. So for the month, we have 12 days where the temperature was above average, 2 days below average, and just 1 day where we would consider that normal, and that was Sunday, December 4th, when the temperature was at 61 degrees. So from here, probably through Christmas, maybe beyond, certainly I think beyond, we should have below average temperatures as we start now to look at a very bitterly cold Arctic air mass in Siberia, and that will start to transition and move toward the northern plains, Pacific Northwest northern plains, essentially down into the central plains, and then it makes it all the way into East Texas, and some of that cold air makes it all the way to the Gulf Coast. All right, let's talk about rainfall reports. Of course, we haven't had any snow, so it's been all liquid for us. Tyler, for the month of December, 1.5 inches compared to average. That's about 0.3 of an inch below. Longview, 1.25 inches, about 0.75 of an inch below. Lufkin, just about 1.5 inches, and that is 0.75 of an inch below for the month. For the year, the rainfall is running between 8 and almost 12 inches below average. All right, here's the weather pattern as we go forward, and this is going through tomorrow and into the weekend. Big upper level low pressure area still dominating the forecast. Notice if we follow these equal lines of thickness. We go all the way back up here, and sometimes the winds will follow these we call iso heights. So we go all the way back up here. This is the Arctic Circle. Look at all that cold air. Notice that the flow is coming across and around that. So it's back all the way to Siberia. So that flow is coming down into the Pacific Northwest and then dropping into the Central Plains. In the short term, we have westerly winds aloft, very fast westerly winds, transporting in Pacific moisture. Some of that Pacific moisture arrives here Friday afternoon. So we'll start Friday clear. By the end of the day, we're cloudy, and because of that, I think the high temperature may only be about 49 degrees. Maybe a little bit of rain over South Texas. Could see a little bit of rain in some of our southern counties, but for the most part, it likely stays dry. There's another disturbance out here in this westerly flow that will come through Monday, kind of join up with this little area here. And as that little area rotates around that big area of low pressure, it should join up and be enough to bring us some rain. All right, so Friday, as I said, starts off clear with temperatures in the 30s. Then the clouds increase back into the lower 50s. A couple of light rain showers Friday afternoon. And then as you look into Friday night and Saturday, just a couple sprinkles dropping into the 30s by Saturday morning. And Saturday should be a cool day. Here's the 10-day low temperature trend. So tonight, 34. Saturday morning, 32. Sunday morning, 29. And then temperatures warm up a little bit with the disturbance coming in Monday and Tuesday. So upper 30s, low 40s, followed by another cold front here Wednesday. And the temperatures really nosedive. 33 Wednesday morning, 28 Thursday morning. A week from tomorrow, 18 degrees. And then Christmas weekend, 26 and 28. So we could see overnight lows below freezing for 4 consecutive nights. Of course, the days will be warmer than freezing, but they'll still be on the chilly side. All right, here's the 10-day temp trend in East Texas. Tomorrow, upper 40s, low 50s Saturday, mid 50s Sunday, mid 40s Monday, but rainy, remember? 48 Tuesday with cloud cover, rain ends. We'll see cloud cover giving way to sunshine Wednesday, 45, and then cold sunshine Thursday and Friday. Thursday, there are some hints in the data for a few snow flurries around the area. That would be nice. That would be nice heading into Christmas to have just a few flurries that wouldn't amount to anything, would just kind of make it feel more festive. And then Christmas Day, we're back to 42 degrees. Right now, Christmas Day looks like it'll be dry. In terms of your precipitation chances over the next 7 days, tomorrow it's just a 20% chance. Saturday, no chance. Sunday, no chance. Monday, 60% chance. Tuesday morning, 40% chance. And then the rain chances or snow chances are gone by the middle part of the week. So we talked about that one disturbance. Here's the next one that will come across the area. This is Friday night, Saturday morning. You can see it basically misses East Texas. Then we watch another area of moisture move in from the west. That looks like an almost certain opportunity for rain on Monday into Tuesday before that moves out. Rainfall totals very light Friday night into Saturday. Monday, perhaps picking up as much as an inch to an inch and a half in parts of the area. Not severe. That is going to be the good news here. Not severe, simply too cold, not enough moisture in the atmosphere. All right, here's the hour-by-hour forecast for Friday. Remember, we start off in the 30s. By 10 a.m., we're up to 46 degrees. We have a north to northeast wind during the day, an increasing cloud cover, and the temperature gets stuck at about 49 to 50 right around the noon to 1 o'clock hour and just stays there. So that's a cold gray finish to the day, maybe a nice fireplace kind of day. High temperatures around the area, 48 in Mount Pleasant and Pittsburgh. In our central counties, let's break it down. We'll call it partly cloudy at Canton, 48. Palestine, 52. Tyler, 49. Longview, 49. Partly to mostly cloudy. Henderson sneaks up to 52. Carthage sneaks up to 53. In Deep East Texas, we find our temperatures in the low to mid 50s. Crockett, 54. Groveton and Trinity County, 56. Lufkin up to 58. Nacogdoches up to 58 with increasing clouds. Center and Hemphill, mid to upper 50s with partly cloudy skies. Here's the Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine and Joint Hospital 10-day forecast. So mostly cloudy on Friday, a high of temperature of just 49 degrees. 32 Saturday morning, starts off freezing, warms to 53. And then on Sunday, temperature around 54 after a morning temperature of 29. We'll see a mixture of sun and clouds. Hanukkah begins at sundown Sunday. Monday, showers move back in. It's a 60% chance. And notice the small temperature spread here. So you can tell this is just kind of one of these days where it rains and the temperatures kind of get stuck between 39 and 45. So just 6 degrees in the temperature rise. And we only dropped to 41 overnight because the clouds and the rain stick around. The clouds stick around, so we only warm back up to 48 Tuesday. First day of winter is Wednesday, 33. That'll feel winter-like, to only 45 on Wednesday. That's running about 14 to 15 degrees below average. Even colder Thursday. I threw in just a 20% chance for the flurries based on some data. Again, it may be gone the next time we get a run, but I think nothing more than just gray skies and some snow flurries squeezed out. If something bigger materializes, we'll be sure to let you know about it. 39 for the high, and then look at Friday morning as the sky clears. We dropped to 18. 34 Friday afternoon, and then of course we have the big holiday weekend, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Christmas Eve, 26 in the morning, 38 by the afternoon. Mix of sun and clouds, calling that partly cloudy. Partly cloudy on Christmas with a high temperature around 42. Thanks for watching CBS 19 Plus. Have a safe and have a wonderful evening.